Okay, so here's the way you're going to construct for this. That means that I have the group of the richest and the group of the poorest here. And then first you have to n number for the data analysis. You go to File, Options. Okay, Add in, go. So this is for those who do not allow this option yet. Okay, after you enabling that, now you go to Data Analysis. Okay, and at this point you can see that you have about here, move down a little bit, you have about here is the t-test pair for 2 samples, okay, which is about consider is a pair for you to do. And here you have the 3-1, which is t-test for the sample assuming equivariance. Okay, what does it mean to assume for equivariance? For example, that if I want to test that if the average GPA of the first year is equal to the average GPA of the 4th year student or not. Okay, so therefore that maybe I will assume they have the equivariance, because when you entering the IU, you have the same score. Okay, same entrance exam score. Đậu điểm thi đại học vào ngang bằng như nhau. Okay, somehow it's about less than that. Okay, but if, for example, if you want to comparison between the GPA of IU student and Backward University, okay, so therefore maybe you will assume that they have a different variance in the two population. Okay, or maybe you can use, even in this example, you can see that the richest and the poor, they are totally different. Okay, so therefore you will use that assuming they have unequal variance. Okay, in most of the case, it is the best to assume that you have unequal variance here. Okay, always assume that unequal variance here. Okay, now I'm gonna move here a little bit. Okay, for about the z-test for 2 sample mean, this is bullshit and you don't need to care about that. Okay, so when I click on this, now you have about the options. Where is it? Oops. Now, variable 1 range, that means I'm going to select from the rich, which means from B1 to this one. Okay, then for variable 2, I'm going to select from the poor up to here. Now you see that they are asking me that if it is labeled here. What does this mean? This means that because when I select, I also select the label rich. So therefore I have to stick on this to let the computer, to let the Excel know that. Okay, to let it know that I am consider that the first row is the label. So therefore the Excel will exclude for the first label for you. Okay, then the hypothesis for the mean of the difference. Okay, on our example, our mean of the difference is how much? 350,000. Okay, so I have the 350,000 here. So here I have the output range. Then I'm gonna select for this. Okay, E here. Then I press OK. Then I have automatically have all the value here. Okay, so this is the variant. You don't care about that. This is about the T. Okay, so you have the T start here is about 2.0968. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that the sample of the difference here, this one, they have the T value equivalent to 2.09. Okay, on this one. Okay, and the rest thing you just need to do. Okay, this one I don't explain for the morning class because you need to construct manually in order to know what it is. If I talk to you this, but you have no experience in using Excel, it's going to be useless most of the time. Okay? So up to this so far, you have the T value, you have the degree and the freedom. Okay, and then simply you just open the T distribution to look up for about the two threshold values, Ti and Tv, and then you're going to compare them. Okay, this so far is good. Okay. Now, I want to check a little. So here is that you have your critical value. Here is that according to, here we have the degree freedom is 24. Okay? And assuming that I want to have about 5% of significance. Okay? So I'm going to do it again for you that in these days about the selection for significant. See this? You have the hypothesis for the mean of difference. Okay? You have the label or not, and you have about the alpha here. Okay? Alpha array selected by 5%. Okay? So now let's check a little bit for this. In this one, you're gonna have about what should I do? This one. Yep. Oh, project. Where is it? Yes. Now this is my T distribution. Okay. So I want to select for, because this is the, according to this, we are testing for alpha is equal to how much? 5% for one tail, or it equivalent to 10% for two tails. Okay, so therefore the area we're going to reject is 5%. Okay, 5% here. So therefore that on this I'm going to look up for this value. 5% is here. Okay, and zoom in a little bit for you. 5% is here. Okay, and my degree of freedom is how much? 24. Okay, 24 here. Okay, so therefore I'm going to scroll down. I have 24 here. So the value is 1.711. Okay, makes sense for this. And then you compare back to the X, you still have the value the same. Okay, 1.7109. Okay, equally. Good. So that is for that. Finish doing this. Yes. Is there any question furthermore for you? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to stop here.